Hello everyone, I'm Wildan Fadila from University of Brawijaya and right now I'm enrolled in the University of Pisa, Italy. And now I'm took 4 courses. I take Introduction to Philosophy, Financial Accounting, European Macroeconomics, and Italian Language and Culture. So yeah, as you can see behind me, this is one of the most iconic building in Italy, particularly in Pisa. Leaning Tower of Pisa. This building was built in 1173. So yeah, this must be really historical and yeah, this is very old building. But this is very interesting and one of the spot that's very famous in Pisa. So once you visit Pisa, you have to visit the Leaning Tower of Pisa behind me. Good people, culture shock is very real because I believe that every country has their own different educational system. Indonesia and Italy has their own different educational system. I'm really having a culture shock because I was being in the online system for the whole subjects that I took in University of Brawijaya for about 1.5 years. Once I'm coming here, I already got the blended learning system which I have to manage both online system and also offline system. So this is very shocking me. There are several culture shock that I got throughout my study in University of Pisa. The first one is I have to register in every single subject that I would like to attend. It's particularly different if I take the courses in Indonesia in University of Brawijaya. It's very different because we don't need to register ourselves that we would like to take the class or attend the class in the University of Brawijaya. But in here, in Pisa, I have to register in every single classes that I would like to attend. So make sure that you have to be ready to watch the website 1 week before the class started or you'll never get the offline class because the seat is very limited. That's the reason why we have to register first before we going to the class, or if we didn't register ourselves, we will not be reckoned by the lecturer. The second culture shock that I got throughout my study in University of Pisa is because every single thing is via email. The lecturer always give the information, canceling the cost, informing the material, and so on and so forth is via email. This is particularly different with Indonesia. We, as a student from University of Brawijaya, we suddenly open our email because the lecturer just giving email as to collecting the assignment or informing the class. But yeah, our communication still in WhatsApp. So this is very shocking me. Like make sure every single morning I always open my email and checking every single email that I receive in my devices, or we're gonna miss the information from our lecture. So this is very important once you are become a student in the University of Pisa or probably in other country because we are here very often using our email. The third culture shock that I obtained here is because the lecture explain every single material into detail. This is particularly different with Indonesia. Probably in 1 hour or 1.5 hour, the lecturer in Indonesia giving the intermezzo or asking about our opinion, but not in Pisa. In Pisa for 1.5 year or even 2 hours, they just give the explanation very long and then very comprehensive, which is really good, but sometimes it just really headache and dizzy because it's really different with Indonesia. And then the next is because the lecturer are graduated from most reputable university in the world, so they have a really good in English, but their Italian accent is just very strong, and it's make me really hard to catch every single word that the lecturer said. We understand, but we have to like rewatch 2 until 3 times to get what the lecturer trying to explain. The fourth culture shock that I got throughout my study here is because of the examination system. As we know that in Indonesia, in University of Brawijaya, we just got like 1 until 2 weeks and we just tested every single subject. But not in here. In Pisa, one subject consumed like 1 month probably, like, and we have a lot of procedure, kind of having a project and then writing a paper, writing tasks and also oral tasks. So it's really different. Like we have to make sure that we have to prepare our examination at least 1 month before, so we cannot SKS, we cannot doing like one night for the whole subject, and not at all you cannot pass it. So just be prepared for it. Good people, the last culture shock that I obtained throughout my study here is because the weather. We all know that we are tropical people. In Indonesia, in a day, in my region, it kind of 30 until 32 degree in a day. Meanwhile, first time I coming here, I just welcome with 9 until 11 degrees, so it's really really cold for me. And then next week after my arrival, the winter is just coming, so this is very very hard for me to survive here. Like I have to walk under the winter season, like under 1 degree or even minus 1 degree to go to the campus by walking, and it's just too far. But yeah, that's the thing that you have to survive, and it's really shocking me because I have to studying even though it's winter, even though it's very cold with the thick jacket, the trench coat. But yeah, we still have to studying after all. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all the thing that I can explain about my culture shock throughout my study in University of Pisa. I hope that you can be prepared if you want to be the next awardee of IISMA, or you have a chance to obtain your international exposure by studying abroad. I hope that it can be benefit for all of you. Thank you. I'm officially IISMA biased because this program elevates my experience and large minute working, and it's very beneficial for me personally, and I hope they can contribute for Indonesia after coming back from this program. IISMA, be bold to go abroad. Thank you.